Postpartum hemorrhage. Today we are going to talk about postpartum hemorrhage or PPH. Definition of PPH. Hemorrhage which starts after second phase of delivery and blood discharge or amount is more than 500 milliliter is called postpartum hemorrhage. We have two types of postpartum hemorrhage. First one is early postpartum hemorrhage and the second one is late. Early is occurs in first 24 hours of delivery and late is which occurs or starts between first 24 hours up to 6 weeks. Incidence. Postpartum hemorrhage makes 2 to 8% of all labors. In 25% of cases, it causes maternal death. Etiology of PPH. First one is uterine atony, obstetrical laceration and uterine rupture, uterine inversion, retention of placental tissue may be complete or partial, coagulopathy, and severe preeclampsia. First, we will explain uterine atony. In normal circumstances, after placental delivery, the spiral artery which are in placental area and gives about 600 milliliter or minute blood to placenta. In last stages of delivery, due to uterine contraction, this artery closes. But in uterine atony, there is no contraction and spiral artery will stay open. In about 600 milliliter or minute, blood will go out or discharged. Uterine atony contains 50% cases of PPH. Signs and symptoms are soft uterus with no contraction and bleeding. Factors which may lead to uterine atony. Over distended uterus like in twin pregnancy, polyhydramnios and large baby. Prolonged labor, induction labor, multiparity, chorioamnionitis, use of tocolytic like MgSO4 and oxytocin for long-term uterine leiomyoma, past history of PPH, intrauterine fetal death, and use of Helaton for general anesthesia. What we can do for uterine atony? First, we should open IV line, take blood sample for blood group, cross match, CT or coagulation time. We must order blood. If severe blood loss, we must pass Foley catheter in order to know about shock and kidney functions. Vital signs. Check every 2 hours later until bleeding controls. If blood pressure is 120 or 80 millimeter of mercury, we give crystalloid like normal saline or serum Ranger. 3 times more of blood loss amount. Oxygen therapy 2 to 4 liter or minute by mask. Give blood to patient if needed. For uterine atony 20 unit intravenous oxytocin in 1000 cc serum Ranger is given. Do bimanual compressions to stop bleeding. Now we are going to talk about Method of bimanual compressions. First, you should put on gloves, taking out blood clots from vagina and birth canal. Make a fist from hand. It brings pressure on anterior fornix and anterior uterine wall. With other hand, we give pressure to abdominal posterior of uterus and do compressions until bleeding stops. If not, we do surgery. In surgery, we block hypogastric and internal iliac artery. Then we do subtotal hysterectomy. Now we are going to talk about the second cause of postpartum hemorrhage, which is obstetrical laceration. It contains 20% cases of PPH. Factors which may lead to obstetrical laceration: forced delivery, episiotomy, manipulated delivery like breech extraction, malposition and malpresentation, macrosomia or large baby, previous caesarean section scar rupture. If laceration is smaller than 2 cm, won't give bleeding, but if it is greater than 2 cm, it gives bleeding. We must repair it. We must think of laceration when placenta is out and uterus is contracted. In laceration, there is continuous bleeding and history of laceration causes like we studied before. We must check vagina and cervix for laceration. Third cause of PPH, retained placental tissue. It contains 5 to 10% cases. Placenta and amniotic membrane stays in uterus in this case and causes postpartum hemorrhage. Normally, placenta isolates by uterine muscle contraction. In causes of the retention of placenta, there are last delivery way by cesarean section, placenta accreta, manual removal of the placenta, mismanagement of the third stage of labor, uterine leiomyoma, and past history of cartilage. Placental part won't let uterus to contract and causes postpartum hemorrhage. So if parts are stuck inside, we must take it out by hand. For diagnosis, we must do ultrasound. Best method for diagnosis. Manual removal of placenta, or some people call it by hand removal. We should open IV line, give diazepam or pethidine or detamine intravenously. We should give amoxicillin 2 gram plus metronidazole 500 mg intravenously. First, we should clamp umbilical cord, then push it out. If umbilical cord is cut, we remove placenta by hand. If not able to remove it, then this is placenta accreta, which need emergency laparectomy. When placenta is out, we check uterus by hand. Give serum Ringer plus oxytocin 20 unit and 60 drops per minute range. In follow-up, patient is given sedative, so we must take care of her. We should check vital signs every 6 hours later. We should give blood transfusion if needed.